Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC. Again, out in the woods, my glorious woods, looking at a small everyday bag that has a lot of features and a lot of options to this. So this is the Burrito from Ventum Gear. Now, to be specific, this is the Gen.3. There have been 2 previous generations of this, which I think you might still be able to get on the website. I'm not sure about the original, but you might still be able to get some of the Gen.2s. I'm not too sure, but this, just to be clear, this is the Gen.3 version. If you're watching this in the future, there may be a Gen.4 out, but I think Ventum Gear really have got pretty close to just perfection with this. So yeah, let's just turn the camera around and take a closer look. As we usually do, we'll have a look at some measurements, some materials, and then around the features of the burrito. Oh, here's a nice little nugget for you. Burrito comes from the old German word for potato hat. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Anyway, okay, so measurements wise, this comes in at 24 centimeters by 13 centimeters by 4 centimeters deep. So it's perfect for your everyday essentials. Plus, if you're thinking of using this for certain pew-pews, more of your compacts and your subcompacts will fit into this perfectly, and you'll probably be able to fit some ammunition in here as well. The materials that this is made from a 500D Cordura. All of the materials are just, yeah, they certainly haven't scrimped or scraped on here. You've got YKK zips on here. All of the zippers have these really nice pulls that have this kind of heat shrink wrap around them. Nice buckles on here. These are 2M buckles, which again are great. And then all of the webbing on here, especially on the back, which we will have a look at. All of this is a mil-spec webbing as well. As far as your colours are concerned, I had to go Ranger Green. If you're watching, Wade, I hope you're well, my friend. And of course, Rangers lead the way. Here's a shout out to all the US Army Rangers out there. I'm just a massive fan of Ranger Green. I prefer it over OD or khaki green. Yeah, I just think it looks cool. But there are other flat colours that you can get in this, and then there are also some other camo colours that you can get as well, and everything, of course, as you'd imagine, it all colour matches as well. There's also some hook and loop here on the front, which we will have a look at. Now I'm just going to take this off for a second, mainly because we're probably going to be having a look around this, and it'd probably be easier for me to take it off. So starting at the bottom, now on the bottom here, it's a reasonably plain panel apart from this large loop section here. This is great if you are using this with a pew-pew inside, mainly because you can put a tourniquet through here. If it is that you're just out walking or doing whatever, then if you've got a light jacket, especially those really nice compact like the wind stopper jackets, then you can pull your jacket through here and it will fit through there perfectly. On the sides here, there's no kind of lashing points. I don't tend to find they need them on here, but I know sometimes you guys like to know whether there are or not. But the zips come round right the way onto the bottom, because this is a full clamshell if you need it to open full clamshell. On the front here, you'll hopefully notice that there is this nice lattice section. If you have anything that is MOLLE compatible, then you can put this through here. If you have maybe some lights as well, if you're using this for a commute, you can be walking in the dark, or even if you want to use this whilst you're on a bike, then you can attach a light to here. Also, chem lights will fit through here as well, just in case you need to use it for that. But also you can use this just as a pure morale patch section, and it will still fit over. So as you can see here, you've got hook and loop through these gaps, and then you've got, if I can get my finger through here, you've got these sections that you can pass things through. I will say though, they're a bit tight. So the way that these are stitched on, they're stitched on across that way. If they were stitched up and down, maybe then it would be a little bit easier to pass them through. It's not a complaint. It's just an observation when you are trying to put things in there. But putting things through here this way, it's not an issue doing that. Here on the side, you have a small little Ventum Gear logo, and then above that, you have one of the two, kind of 2.5, we'll say, pockets that you have on here. So this is a single zip, super smooth. It's one of the YKK RC zips, one of the newer style zips. Plus it's reverse stitched on there, which just gives it a really nice minimalist look. This zip, if you want to, has a small little kind of garage section here. Garage section here. Maybe I was trying to say that with a German accent then, I don't know why. But that you can push that under. I guess if you wanted to keep it open as well, you could do that on the opposite side. But this pocket goes all the way down this seam to the bottom, to the top, and also to the upside here if you have a larger item. So it uses that full 24 centimeters by 13 centimeters in height. In here at the moment, I have my car keys, I have my camera lens cover, because you always lose those. But for those essential items, or at least items that you need quick access to, then you can have those here in the front. Push this. I don't know why. I mean, I don't need to, but when I know that I have these little kind of garages, then I generally tend to push the zipper in there. So that's the front, let's call that the front quick access pocket. The main pocket is here on the top, and this is the one that I mentioned. So this goes all the way around through to the sides, and this is the full clamshell opening. I like the fact as well that this has 2 zips, so whether you're a lefty or a righty, depending on which side you prefer to keep the zip, or if you want to keep it on top and have something that you can pull to be able to get instant access to this. I'm guessing if you were to use this for CCW, then you could have one of these down here. You could have that, so you can just rip it open and you can get instant access to whatever pew that you have in there. But yeah, so these open all the way, and then this will open up full clamshell. So I have my mobile phone in here, which fits perfectly, no issues whatsoever. And then on the inside here, we have a lot of hook and loop. So you get 2 of these. I think the main reason for this is, one, so that it can be used for signaling. So take that off there, you can see that I have that strip, and then it shows underneath here this really high vis. So let's say you are in a situation where maybe there is an active shooter and you need to make sure that you can be seen over somebody else, then you've got this here just in case. Or maybe you are out in the woods like this and you've got lost. What generally tends to happen a lot with walkers is they'll come off the beaten path maybe to go to the toilet, disorientate themselves, and then realize that they just can't find the way back. So you've got something that you can signal people with as well. In fact, I've just noticed that that's messing up with the white balance on the camera. So let's put these back on quickly for a second. But hopefully you've been able to see with me taking these off and putting them back on again how easy it is to remove these if you want to. What it also means is that if you want to attach anything to these, maybe it is a holster for a pew, maybe it is that it's just something like this. So these are from Helicon Tex. These are their, what do they call these? Anyway, whatever they call these. So they've got several different versions of these, whether you want to carry ammo, whether it's just for tools or things like that, then you can attach these onto here as well. Now, while I'm fiddling around with this, I will say, as I've expected and come to find with Ventum Gear, is that everything, and these are made in Germany. All of the stitching, everything on here is immaculate. On the inside, all of the hardware areas, these are all reinforced with additional webbing on there. There is a small grommet, which you can't actually see here. So there is a grommet there, so if you do get any water or dust or debris into here, it will come out of the bottom. Now you can't see it because it's actually it's hidden by this this elastic here, which is where you put your tourniquet. It has two T's on the end, but it's spelt tourniquet. So yeah, so that's on there as well. But you can fully Gucci this yourself depending on what you want to put in here with all of this hook and loop. You also have, and I'll show you here, so on the bottom here you have some 550 paracord, and also on the top here you also have some 550 paracord. So if you don't want this to open full clamshell, because if you've got stuff in the front here it will be heavy and it'll just splay open and all of your stuff will fall on the floor, you can maybe run some bungee cord, or you can run some other 550 paracord through here so that it will just stop exactly where you want it to, rather than opening the full way. Now closing this up, there's actually quite a bit of modularity here on the back. Now I mentioned kind of 2.5 pockets. There is an additional pocket just here. If it is that you want to take these straps off, then you can put that into this pocket. Or maybe you did just want to throw your car keys in there, then you can have your car keys in there so you've got instant access to them. But mainly it's for these straps if you want to take this off. Now the straps on here, there's a lot of options that you can do for this. As it stands, I have one strap here at the top and I have one strap here on the side. The buckles that come with these are those, well, certainly I call them the thumb destroyers, because I generally tend to hurt my thumbs trying to take them on and off. But they have these split clips on there, so you have to pull that back, push that back as well, and it'll allow you to open that up. So if you wanted to have this so that both of the straps are on the top, you can do. I have mine here on the side mainly because it just, one goes over the shoulder as this one comes under the armpit, and it fits just right for me. If you wanted to, again, you know, there's another one here at the bottom. There's also two on the side. If you wanted to wear this vertically, you could certainly do that as well. So you have two here at the top, two here at the bottom, and two here on the side as well. One of the main features for this is, and it's something that I will certainly do a follow-up on more under tactical, is that if you did want to attach this on the front of a plate carrier, and I have used it like that on a day skirmishing, you can attach this to the front of a plate carrier as well, or put these on the top and then have a strap that goes around your waist. You can use this as kind of an ad hoc chest rig as well, which works really well too. There is also, if I just pull these through here, there is also, you can use this on Pals webbing. Oh, I'm pulling the wrong one. Sorry, 1 second. So as you can see, with these, with this webbing here, this will fit into a Pals webbing ladder, so you can pass it through and under and through and under, and that's where again you can wear this as part of the front of a plate carrier. Also, if you wanted to, you can attach this to the bottom so that you can use this more as a fupo pouch, one of those kind of dangler pouches as well. Sorry about that, we had a rather loud plane going over. Now getting back to the strap uses 25mm 1-inch webbing, and there is plenty of give in this. In fact, I guess if you were concerned as well that there wasn't enough give in this, because they are a small company, you know, they are the type of people that you can message on Instagram and say, you know, I'm looking to purchase one of these, I just want to make sure, can you add an extra 100mm onto it? I'm sure they would probably do that for you as well. But I have this over my shoulders, as I mentioned, so mine comes in at the top here and on the side here, and it's sitting kind of just on my belly button. Don't tend to have it that low usually when I do carry it. have it just about here so it fits just kind of on towards the bottom of my sternum. It's perfect, it fits just about right. What I'd also mention is because this has a flat back, you can put, well, you can fill this with weight and it doesn't want to rotate, it just sits there. Sometimes I have it here underneath my armpit and it's great as well. If you want to wear this underneath a jacket, then you can totally wear this underneath a jacket so that it's also out of the way of prying hands. Now, whether you're out in the wilderness like this or you're doing city breaks, a bag like this is worth its weight in gold. As I've discussed on many other pieces of content, keeping something close to you is key. Especially if you don't want items to be took from you by certain nefarious types. Situational awareness is the most important point when it comes to not having things stolen. I'd say the second one after that is just having something that is close to you in a position when it's at the back here. Okay, people can get into that. Having this on the front, somebody has to get up into this position to be able to get into here. Also, having it under your armpit, kind of on the side position as well, is great because there's a moving part that's in front of that whilst walking around. That's kind of where the real value of a smaller bag like this comes in. Yeah. One of the other points as well that I make regularly is, especially if you are in a profession where you need to, let's say, decant from a vehicle very quickly, this bag I've recommended to so many different people. In fact, a friend, I hope you're watching by the way, and you are safe where you are, works in the Gulf doing private security. I recommended this to him. He picked up one of these. He keeps his tourniquet in here. I think he keeps a Glock 19 in here as well. But the beauty of it is that whilst he's driving, he can put his seatbelt on and he can do whatever it is that he needs to do, and then he can get out of a vehicle quickly and be able to get to a firearm. Again, depending on where you are. For me here in the Kingdom of the Moorlands, I don't have to worry about that, but if it's something that you're concerned about, then you can use it for that too, not having to worry about grabbing a bag as you get out of a vehicle. It's already attached to you. So yes, so there you go. Ventum Gear Burrito version 3. Yeah, I love this. I think it's a great everyday stroke tactical bag for so many different uses. Now, of course, I'll leave some links below so that you can see more from Ventum Gear and where you can pick one of these up. I'll leave some of my social media links as well here on Moorland EDC and my sister channel Moorland Tactical. And whether you're watching this on YouTube or on Rumble, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC. Or getting out into the wilderness. And then on the opposite side of that, because I know I've talked about it quite a bit, but even just when you're not out in the wilderness, you're doing city breaks. Stick your finger up your bum. Don't do that. Not on a city break. You'll get in trouble with the police. Found that out the wrong way. And it's roughly 4 centimeters deep. And for that, you can still fit quite a lot. No. Here's a nice little nugget of information. The word burrito is a German word, and it comes from the old German. No. He knows he's recording. He just likes to keep the camera rolling for shits and gigs. As we usually do, we will... No, and if you've made it through to the bloopers, keep your eye out on Moorlander Tactical as well, because I'm going to show the tactical side of this, how you can set this up as a small chest rig, how you can put your magazines in here, and how it will perfectly fit certain pew-pews in here as well. So, yes. Don't know what I'm doing with my hands. Anyway, it's Sunday. I think this is coming out on Sunday. Hope you're all having a good Sunday. I believe in the US it's Memorial Weekend, so here is a shout out to all of the people that are serving and have served in the US and around the world as well. Yeah, you guys rock. And here in the UK it's May Day weekend. Is it May Day weekend or was that last weekend? Anyway, we got a 3-day weekend as well. Yes! 3-day weekend! Anyway, have a good Sunday.